हेलो माय स्टूडेंट एंड वेलकम टू बनीफिट। चलो आज कुछ नया सीखते हैं। As promised to you, I have come again with a new video and I am going to discuss a very vital point to you all. Before starting, let me ask you a question. Do you know what a language is? I am sure that 99% people will say language is a medium to communicate with each others. But my dear student, if you think deeply, this is not a proper definition. An appropriate definition would be every language is a collection of grammar, or every language is followed by its own grammar. You know that the grammar is called set of rules. And the grammar helps to you to translate your thoughts by framing a sentence into a well-defined language, and the programming language also falls under the same definition. That's why I have chose this topic, how to relate your language in a programming language and how to translate your thoughts into programming language. This video is basically very much useful for those students who are new to this programming skill, or those students who are having a bit of knowledge about programming but are not getting the enthusiasm or love for it. According to my years of teaching experience, I have concluded the main problem is that when we are talking or communicating in our mother language, we have fluency because we are habituated since childhood. Have you realized how does your memory works in this case? How do you communicate fluently? So check out this process. Now realize one situation. First thing that comes in your mind when you choose a person to talk. Then you will analyze the person. That means whether the person is your senior or junior or colleagues or friends or a stranger. If the person is not a stranger, then you recall the previous fact or events or history. This means you recall to have any memory with them. Otherwise, choose a subject with respective to the person. After that, choosing the respective keywords on your mind that habitually depends on subject and person you are talking, those keywords comes in your mind which frequently used in your own language. After that, make a sentence using a grammar of that particular language, and finally you talk to the person. So basically you express your thoughts that is loaded in your current memory through the grammar in language. After that, then you summarize the conversation and learn from your expression, then store the new event or fact that can use for next conversation. If the companion and subject is same, then we are coming back to this point again, and respectively these steps will continue. So this is the basic psychology that works in our thought process in the background. But we never realize that. Because we know the grammar and lots of stocks of word of our habitual language. But we face a lot of problem when we start to learn a new language. Do you know why? Because we do not know the grammar of that particular language. That's why we are scared at the beginning. But when we converse in our mother language or regular language, we have all the knowledge of alphabet, stock of word, grammar, etc. That's why it is easier to frame a sentence. Similarly, a programming language, it also depends following its own grammar, like keyword, function, and different predefined libraries, depending upon the language. If you have a proper knowledge about the language format and grammar, then we speak it fluently. Similarly, if you have a proper knowledge, programming skill as well, think it simple manner. If you are successful in your finding a relation between your regular language and programming language, then you will lose the fear of coding in a machine language. Now the question is, how will you relate your language to programming language? So now follow this chart. The relation between any language and programming language. The first point is, a language has a set of alphabets. Like in English language, we have A to Z. Similarly, in any programming language also we have the set of alphabets which are called keywords like break, go to, if, else, loop, etc. And the next point, a language has a set of punctuation. Like in English language, we have comma, semicolon, interrogative sign, single quotation, double quotation, etc. Similarly, in any programming language also we have the set of punctuation like comma, semicolon, parenthesis, curly braces, etc. And the next point, a language has a set of meaningful words made by alphabets. Similarly, a programming language also has a set of meaningful statements made by multiple keywords. Here we use several words to create a sentence. Here we use several statements to make a program. And the next point, the rules and regulation of format of a particular language is called grammar. Similarly, the rules and regulation of format of a programming language is called a syntax. And the last point is, to create a proper sentence, we must follow the rules of grammar in that language. Here, to create a proper program, we must follow the syntax of that programming language. So dear student, we understood that a language is a set of grammar. So if you want to learn any language or any programming language, we have to learn the grammar of that particular language. So please focus from the now on, especially on the language you want to have a mastery on. And a very important point, please do not try to memorize the program. It is nowhere fruitful. Learn the grammar of that language instead, and you will be fluent with your programming skill. Samjha, understand, bujhecha? So I will see you all the next video where I will discuss how should you solve a problem and also what are the steps you should follow to be a good programmer. So stay tuned. Keep learning. God bless you. चलो next video पे और कुछ नया सीखते हैं.
Thank you for watching our video. We hope you learn more each day. Stay tuned and stay connected for more such electrifying videos. A gratitude shout out to our scholars. Bye bye. Shubha khair. Adios. See you soon.